Welcome viewers, you're watching NewsX and I'm Vaishali Kohli. A political storm has exploded in the United Kingdom tonight after a British member of parliament made controversial remarks targeting Indians and Pakistanis living and working in Britain. The comments described by critics as racist and inflammatory have triggered outrage online, reignited debates over immigration, and once again put Britain's increasingly aggressive political rhetoric under the spotlight. The man at the center of the controversy is Rupert Lau, an independent MP from Great Yarmouth and founder of the right-wing political movement called Restore Britain. In a lengthy thread posted on social media platform X, Lau claimed that Indians and Pakistanis were taking jobs that should go to the unemployed British citizens. He wrote, and this has now gone viral, "I don't believe we should import millions of Pakistanis and Indians to do jobs that unemployed Brits should be doing. If that makes me a racist, then so be it." That one line alone has triggered massive backlash. Critics accuse Lau of openly promoting xenophobia and racial division. Many users online call the remarks dangerous, discriminatory, and aimed at scapegoating immigrants for Britain's economic problems. Others pointed out that Indian origin professionals are among the biggest contributors to Britain's healthcare system, technology sector, hospitality industry, and academic institutions. In fact, Indians are one of the largest and most successful immigrant communities in the UK. From doctors in the NHS to entrepreneurs, engineers, researchers, and business owners, the Indian diaspora plays a major role in Britain's economy. Yet, the immigration debate in Britain has become increasingly polarized over the last few years. Rising inflation, pressure on jobs, housing concerns, and illegal migration across the English Channel have all intensified political tensions. And right-wing political groups are increasingly using immigration as a central election issue. Rupert Lau himself is no stranger to controversy. He recently broke away from Nigel Farage's Reform UK and launched his own political platform called Restore Britain, a movement pushing hardline anti-immigration policies. The group has openly spoken about mass deportations and stricter controls on migrants. Lau has repeatedly argued that Britain's identity and culture are under threat due to large-scale immigration. But critics say that this rhetoric dangerously targets ethnic minorities and immigrants, particularly South Asians and Muslims. The controversy has also sparked wider questions tonight. Where does political debate end and where does hate speech begin? Supporters of Lau claim he is merely raising concerns about uncontrolled immigration and unemployment. But opponents argue that blaming entire communities crosses a dangerous line, especially when politicians single out specific ethnic groups. And remember, this is happening at a time when anti-immigrant sentiment is rising across parts of Europe. From France and Germany to the Netherlands and the UK, right-wing parties are gaining visibility by campaigning against migration. Social media has only amplified these narratives further. Meanwhile, many Indians living in Britain say such comments create fear and insecurity among immigrant communities who have contributed to the country for generations. Several users on social media highlighted that immigrants are not taking jobs, but often filling labor shortages in sectors where Britain faces workforce gaps. Others warned that divisive rhetoric could fuel racial tensions on the streets. Politically, the controversy is also significant because Rupert Lau's Restore Britain movement is attempting to position itself even further to the right than Reform UK. Analysts say the competition for anti-immigration voters in Britain is becoming increasingly aggressive. And with elections approaching in several regions, immigration is expected to dominate political campaign. But one question remains at the center of this growing controversy. Is this a legitimate debate on immigration policy, or has Britain's political discourse entered dangerous territory where entire communities are being blamed and targeted? For millions of Indians and South Asians living in the UK, that question now feels deeply personal. And as outrage continues to grow online, the controversy surrounding Rupert Lau's remarks is unlikely to die down anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned to NewsX.